Hi friends, this is Suzy, your gaming guru. It is May 24th, 2022, and I am here to talk about lives and friend requests in Candy Crush Saga. If you find these videos helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. As of today, you can find my videos both on YouTube and Rumble. So this is a special dedication to Irene from Greece, who let me know that she had about 1,000 lives, and now she has about 50 lives. And this is a common occurrence in Candy Crush. Ever since they switched from the Flash platform to HTML5, and I understand why they had to do that, but ever since they did that, I think that friend requests have been a bit screwy. And I know that I have two main profiles that I use. One is through Facebook, that's the one we're looking at now, and another is through the Win 10 app. And I have different struggles with the two different profiles. This is the one that tends to be the most generous, though, although I've seen mine go from 1,000 lives down to 0. So I want to explain as much as I know about the life situation. King did try to address this a while ago, and I think they've made improvements. This is the platform that Irene uses. She goes through Facebook, and you'll notice it says 223 here, but these are just new requests. So I want to explain how I get my lives, and then how I also send lives. It says 5 lives, so that's a full passel for me. Some people have 6 lives. They just get 6 lives. Or sometimes there are various events that we can do that help us to earn an extra life. But I've got 5 as a full passel for me. And if I click on this, it opens things up. Now look, we have different numbers. Instead of the 200 something, I've got 53 here and 947 here. That means 53 people have sent me requests to ask me for lives, and 947 people have sent me lives. So when I'm done with these 5, I still have about 1,000 available. I like to, as soon as I show up for the day, check all and hit accept, because I want to send out those lives that folks are waiting for. Also, on the Flash version, we used to be able to get lives when we sent them out, and I think that still works because I haven't asked for any lives for a long time. I would say a couple years, and I still always have about 1,000 lives here. So notice we've completed that portion, and as I get more things here, some of them will be requests for lives, and so I always check all when I'm filling up my lives to make sure I give to everyone. Now, there's also something else here in this request system, and that is friendship requests. So I can click on this, and it says that Rendy wants to be my friend. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then we can also add more friends, but this is a bit more complex. You have to give your ID information, and if you're playing through Facebook, generally everyone who plays Candy Crush through Facebook should be added to your friends list. Okay, I decided to pause it and click because I wasn't sure of my information, and I always want to investigate. So much of Candy Crush is experimenting and trying to learn things. So I did find something additional here. It says, more friends, more lives. Invite your contacts to be Candy friends by sharing a personal link, and you can invite friends. And that's the thing that I knew about. But then also there's this, players from Facebook. So I can go ahead and add this person by clicking this. And I should be able to scroll down and get to everybody else. Oh, here we go. I'm going to add everybody who is here. It looks like it makes me do this as individuals. So make sure you're clicking on everybody. If you're looking for lives, click on everybody who's available. Now I'll give you this caveat though. On this particular profile, I am very open. I get lots of different friend requests, and I accept all of them that I can. when I have any space available, because I have about 5,000 friends, and that's the maximum Facebook allows. But that does mean that I get trolls and scammers and things like that. So if you happen to be Facebook friends with me and somebody else sends a friend request and you think, oh, well, they're friends with Suzy, don't use that as a basis. I do call them out when I find that they're scammers, but I accept a lot because I don't have a lot of personal information here, and so I don't feel like I'm in danger. But if you've got personal information and you're sharing pictures of your kids and your grandkids and your sweethearts and things like that, maybe it's best not to randomly select everybody. So just a bit of information to keep everybody safe. So notice that I have 0 here. Now let's talk about asking for lives and sending lives. We've already seen how we can get lives through this section. Now let's click here. If I want more lives, I can ask friends. And this is a bit tricky because, again, I haven't done this in a couple of years. I also want to make sure that I'm not divulging personal information from people. So I'm going to pause this again and just see what happens when I click this. Okay, good. We have mostly first names. So I'm going to check all, and I'm going to ask for lives. And that should supply me with lots and lots of lives. Not that I need them, because I usually, like I said, always end up with about 1,000, somewhere between 900 and 1,000. Let's see if it'll give me any additional information if I say add new friends from here. Probably not, and you'll notice, oops, everything is running so slowly. So more friends, more lives. Invite your contacts to be Candy friends by sharing your personal link. This is that personal link that I really don't get into, but you certainly can. For info, it says how it works. Share your personal link anywhere. It expires in 7 days. Players can use it to connect with you. Confirmed friends appear in your profile under the Friends tab. So people who are already on your friends list should already be there. You shouldn't have to worry about sharing your link with others, but you may want to double check. Also, I know that some people complain that they send out lives to everybody and nobody ever sends lives to them. Don't assume that it's the other person. I'll reiterate that this part of Candy Crush has been significantly broken for a long time, and they're always working on it and always trying to fix it. But sometimes I think people are trying to send you lives and they don't realize they're not getting to you. So, oh, and look, we've got another one here. So let's click on it, but it's nobody who needs a life. So I don't have to worry about that right now. This goes down to 0, but then any life that was here for me gets collected here, and this number goes up. So if this number goes down and this number goes up, you still have the lives. They're just in a different place than you're used to looking for them. Irene, I hope that's what's happening for you. I kind of feel like it's not, but I can still hope, right? All right, so I want to show you also another way to send lives. Right now, I'm at 6257 on the map. I'm going to pause the recording and scroll downward and show you something. Okay, after an unhealthy trip through carpal tunnel land, I am down to level 1. Now, if I click on this and I go to play, I should have, there we go, a whole bunch of people. Now, if I had stayed at level 6,000 something and clicked send lives, it would have only sent lives to the people who were on that level or higher. And that's why I came all the way down to 1, because I want to send lives to everybody. Now, I've already sent out requests. This is kind of a full thing where I'm just sending to as many people as I possibly can in order to really make sure everyone on my list in Facebook gets lives. And again, I'm sorry everything is so slow. Candy Crush in particular has been running slowly, and I've got a lot of things open. on my computer right now. So these green check marks, this means that I've sent out as many lives as I can. And so that means presumably if I go to, let's say, level 11, everybody will also be check marked with green because I did send it from level 1. If I had sent from level 6,000 something and then came down to level 1, I would have seen a lot of people who still had the hearts by them, and that meant that they were eligible to have lives sent. And I don't know how often this refreshes, but it's probably every few hours I can go ahead and send lives. Anytime I notice that there aren't green check marks, I send out lives no matter what level I'm on. All right, now I do want to also show you what this looks like in the Win 10 app. So again, I have to pause the recording. I'll switch over to that screen and we'll take a look at what we see there. Here I am. This is not associated with my Facebook account, so I have very few things that come in here. You'll see 7 people have asked for lives and 17 have sent them. So I'm going to check all and send everything off. There we go. Everyone who asked for a life now has one, and those 17 are waiting for me in case I use some up. Now, let's take a look at the friendships. Your friend request will be shown here, none. And then let's see, I can add people though. So the more times I visit this, and you can visit every day and keep trying to add friends, as long as you're okay with accepting the consequences, then you'll have more and more people and you'll be able to grow the number of lives that you can request every day. All right, and then if I click on this, now this one has the win streak on it, so I don't get to see all of those requests. However, if I play this level and then, oops, I lost, and does it work if I just quit? Let's find out. I think it should. There we go. Now I have the opportunity to send lives, except I've been playing on this this evening, and like I said, I do try to send out as many lives as possible. Let me scroll down to the bottom here and see if I can send out more lives. Okay, so let's take a look. If we go here, oh! I'm so sorry everyone who's waiting for lives from me, but my wrist cannot take all of that. Scrolling all the way down to the bottom just to have it bounce back up. Did you see that evilness that occurred? All right, I'm going to try to catch at least everybody from level 3170 and up. And now look at this, because I lost and I broke my winning streak, now I can see everybody, but look at this. I probably went down to a really low level previously because I probably did a special request on a changed level. And therefore, I've already caught everybody in this realm. Okay, fine. I'll keep scrolling down to the bottom. I'll try it one more time. But if it bounces back up at me, my wrist can't take this. I remember when I was idealistic and King asked if there were any improvements they could make to the game, and there was a whole group of us that said, give us the opportunity to go to a specific level by just putting it into a search bar. And we thought that we would get what we wanted, and no. 10 years later and we're still scrolling like this. Oh, it almost bounced back up. I do not want that to happen. Uh-oh, frozen. Here we go. Let's try it again. Oh my goodness. Oh, see, there we go. There's someone who didn't get caught in the last run now. And so now I do have the opportunity to catch everybody else. So I will send out lives. All right. That is it for me. This may present more questions than it does answers. So please feel free to put things in the comment section and I will try my best to help. But also remember that my ability is limited. Sometimes if you want to ask a question or make a complaint, it's best to go to the source and Google King Community look them up and ask your questions there, because I don't have the power to affect change. I can just tell you what I see the situation doing. Also, if you've been watching this, make sure you read the comments of other people. Very, very often, viewers, because I'm one person, and I've got thousands and thousands of wonderful viewers who are very encouraging, and so 1,000 heads are better than one, and you'll often get a lot more information in the comments than you do from watching me in the video. So I hope this helps, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye.